Canvassers, with Chairman J. Andres D. Bautista presiding, with members present Commissioner Christian Robert S. Lim, Commissioner Al A. Pareño, Commissioner Louis Tito F. Guia, Commissioner Arthur D. Lim, Commissioner Maria Rowena Amelia V. Guanzon, Commissioner Sheriff Imabas, has resumed its session. Silence is hereby enjoined.
Good evening to all our party list nominees and officers and representatives. Before we proceed to the proclamation proper, there was a pending motion that was filed for partial suspension of proclamation by Anwaray party list. And the Commission and Bank decided to refer the matter to the Law Department. And the Law Department of the COMELEC made a recommendation which was unanimously approved by the Commission and Bank, which resolved to adopt the recommendation of the Law Department to deny the petition of Juan Maray for lack of legal basis. So a copy of this resolution will be promulgated after these proceedings. In addition, today, the National Board of Canvassers promulgated Resolution Number 008-16, entitled in the matter of proclamation of party list organizations and coalitions in connection with the May 9, 2016 national and local elections. The resolution reads, whereas the Commission on Elections, sitting in bank as the National Board of Canvassers, for senators and party list representatives, officially canvassed in open and public session the votes cast for the party list system of representation in connection with the May 9, 2016 national and local elections. Whereas there are only 1,211 remaining votes that have not yet been received by the canvassing and consolidation system of the National Board of Canvassers, and said votes will not materially affect the outcome of the party list allocation. Now therefore, by virtue of the powers vested in the COMELEC under the 1987 Constitution, the Omnibus Election Code, Batas Panbansa bilang 881, Republic Act numbers 9369, 8436, 7166, 6646, and other election laws, and applying the rule as enunciated by the Supreme Court in Banat versus COMELEC, GR number 179271, dated April 21, 2009, the Commission on Elections, sitting in bank as the National Board of Canvassers for the party list elections, hereby declares the following party list groups as the winners is in the party list elections of May 9, 2016, entitled to the total seat or seats as provided next to their respective names, to serve for a term of 3 years, beginning noon of June 30, 2016, in accordance with Section 7, Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution. Before I announce the winners of the party list elections, I wish to recognize Senior Commissioner Christian Robert Lim.
We just have reminders the processing of the certificate of proclamation containing the list, the names of the nominees will be made available starting Friday next week, because there are some party lists that are withdrawing and substituting their nominees, so the NBank has to take that up on Tuesday. Now, for party lists who have submitted 2 sets of nominees, this is without prejudice to any determination by the Commission and Bank of the proper faction that should sit in Congress, which is the rightful set of nominees. No? We are not requiring acknowledgement of the nominees themselves, but even representatives of the party list can stand and be acknowledged for the party list when your party list is called out. That is all, Your Honor.
Thank you, Commissioner Lim. So, once your party list is announced, the representatives, the officers of that party list are free to stand up and be recognized by the audience. The list of party list winners has been arranged in accordance with the number of votes garnered, and I will read the name of the party list, the number of votes garnered, the percentage of the total votes garnered, and the total number of seats that such party list is entitled to. First on my list is Ako Bicol Political Party, which garnered a total number of 1,664,975 votes, or a percentage of 5.1423%, entitling it to 3 seats. Next, we have Gabriela Women's Party, which garnered 1,367,795 votes, or a percentage of 4.2245%, entitling it to 2 seats. For this proclamation, there will be no manifestations that will be entertained. However, we will schedule a hearing next week. You can file your written manifestation with the NBank, and we can schedule a hearing next week. Sorry, again, we will need some microphones. So as I said, this is not part of the rules, unfortunately. We can listen to you later on. We will just proceed first with the proclamation, and you can speak to the NBank after. Third on my list is One Patriotic Coalition of Marginalized Nationals. They received 1,310,197 votes, or 4.0466%, which entitles them to 2 seats. Followed by ACT Teachers Party List, 1,180,752 votes, or 3.6468%, entitling them to 2 seats. Coalition of Associations of Senior Citizens in the Philippines. They garnered 988,876 votes, which entitles them to 2 seats. Then we have Kabalikat ng Mamamayan, which garnered 840,000 votes, 840,393 votes, which entitles them to 2 seats. Agri-Agra na reforma para sa magsasaka ng Pilipinas Movement, 833,821 votes or 2.5753%, entitling them to 2 seats. Puwersa ng Bayaning Atleta, which garnered 780,309 votes or 2.41%, entitling them to 2 seats. Buhay, Hayaan, Yumabong, which garnered 760,912 votes or 2.3501%, entitling them to 2 seats. We have the very active Abono party list, which garnered 732,060 votes, 2.2610%, entitling them to 2 seats. Anak Mindanao party list, $706,689 votes or 2.1826%, entitling them to 2 seats. Cooperative NATCO Network Party, 671,699 votes, 2.0746%, entitling them to 2 seats. Akbayan Citizens Action Party, 608,449, 1.8792%, entitling them to 1 seat. Bayan Muna, 606,566 votes, 1.8734%, entitling them to 1 seat. Agricultural Sector Alliance of the Philippines, 593,748 votes, or 1.8338%, entitling them to 1 seat. Anwaray, 590,895 votes, or 1.8250%, entitling them to 1 seat. Citizens Battle Against Corruption, 555,760 votes, or 1.7165%, entitling them to one seat. Ang asosasyon sang mangungumanga nga Bisaya OWA Mangunguma Inc. 495,483 votes or 1.5303% entitled to one seat. Advocacy for social empowerment and nation building through Easing Poverty Incorporated or Kalinga. 494,725 votes, 1.5280%, one seat. Advocacy for teacher empowerment through action, cooperation, and harmony towards educational reforms, or A-Teacher Inc., 475,488, 1.4686%, one seat. You Against Corruption and Poverty, or YAKAP, 471,173 votes, 1.4552%, one seat. Democratic Independence Workers Association Inc., DIWA, 467,794 votes, 1.4448%, one seat. Trade Union Congress Party, TUCP, 467,275, 1.4432%, one seat. Abang Lingkod Inc., 466,701 votes, 1.4414%, one seat. LPG Marketers Association Inc., or LPGMA, 466,103 votes, or 1.4396%, one seat. Alliance of Organizations, Networks, and Associations of the Philippines, Inc., ALONA, 434,856 votes, 1.3431%, one seat. Social Amelioration and Genuine Intervention of Poverty, or one SAGIP, 397,064 votes, 1.2263%, one seat. Butil Farmers Party, or Butil, 395,011 votes, or 1.22%, one seat. ACTS, Overseas Filipino Workers Coalition of Organizations, or ACTS-OFW, 374,601 votes, or 1.157%, one seat. Anak Pawis, 367,376 votes, or 1.1347%, one seat. Ang Kabuhayan, 348,533 votes, or 1.0765%, one seat. Angkla, ang Partido ng mga Pilipinong Marino, Inc., 337,245 votes, or 1.0416%, one seat. Ang Matay Alagaan, or MATA, 331,285 votes, or 1.0232%, one seat. First Consumers Alliance for Rural Energy, Inc., or OneCare, 329,627 votes, or 1.0181%, one seat. Ang Nasyonal, or Anak IP, 318,257 votes, or 0.9829%, one seat. Sorry, the proper name of the party list is Ang National Coalition of Indigenous Peoples Action Na, Inc., or Anak IP. Next, we have Arts, Business, and Science Professionals, ABS, 301,457 votes, or 0.9311%, one seat. Kabataan Party List, 300,420 votes, or 0.9279%, one seat. Bagong Henerasyon, 299,381 votes, or 0.9246%, one seat. Ating Agapay Sentrong Samahan ng mga Obrero, Inc., or AASenso, 294,281,000 votes, or 0.9089%, one seat. Serbisyo sa Bayan Party, or SBP, 280,465, or 0.8662%, one seat. Magdalo para sa Pilipino, or Magdalo, 279,356 votes, or 0.8628%, one seat. Una ang edukasyon, 278,393 votes, or 0.8598%, one seat. Manila Teachers Savings and Loan Association, Inc., 268,613 votes, or 0.8296%, one seat. Kusog Tausug, 247,5 487 votes, or 0.7644%, one seat. Aangat tayo, 266,000 votes, or 0.713%, one seat. And finally, Agbiag, Timpuyong Ilocano Inc., or Agbiag, with 240,723,000 votes, or 0.7435%, one seat. Nothing follows. The resolution is unanimously signed by the 7 members of the National Board of Canvassers.